In the grand theater of Europe's history, where empires have risen like summer storms and vanished like morning mist, Poland stands not as a peripheral actor but as a keystone, often overlooked, yet bearing the silent weight of the arch. To understand Poland is to understand the restless spirit of Europe itself, the place where West meets East, where Latin meets Slavic, where steel has met fire more than once and freedom has been bled for with poetry on the tongue and defiance in the heart. Poland is key to history because it is not merely a land, but an idea. A republic before republics, a kingdom forged not just by sword, but by the quill, debate and law. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, once among the largest and most populous states of Europe, flourished with a bold political experiment. Golden Liberty, a noble's democracy where kings were elected, not born to the throne, and the voice of one could veto the many. It was chaotic, yes, imperfect, certainly, but also centuries ahead of its time. In Poland, democracy was not imported from distant Enlightenment salons. It was homegrown, imperfectly sacred, and fiercely defended. This uniqueness extended to tolerance as well. While Europe burned with religious wars, Poland welcomed Jews, Armenians, Tatars, Protestants, Orthodox Christians, souls seeking refuge founded under the Polish eagle. Krakow's Kazimierz district once hummed with Jewish learning, culture and life, while Wilno's skyline told stories in Polish, Yiddish and Ruthenian. Poland's greatness lies not only in battlefield valor, but in its historical capacity to absorb difference and somehow make it Polish. But valor, too, has its place. Who else but Poland could birth a figure like Tadeusz Kościuszko, a man who fought for liberty in Poland and America, whose heart lies in one country and whose name is revered in another, or Józef Piłsudski, who with a dream and a cavalry charge halted the Bolshevik tide at the gates of Europe in 1920, saving not only Poland, but the entire West from an Eastern Revolution's grasp. The Battle of Warsaw, the miracle on the Vistula, was not just a military victory, it was a hinge on which the fate of the continent turned. Even in her suffering, Poland reveals her centrality. Partitioned in the late 18th century, wiped from maps for 123 years, Poland did not vanish. She whispered through Chopin's nocturnes, marched with insurgents in the November and January uprisings, lived in clandestine presses, and wept quietly in exiled salons of Paris. Poland is a phoenix whose ashes burn with memory and song, and when, in 1918, she rose again, it was with the roar of a people who had never accepted erasure. In the crucible of the 20th century, Poland again bore more than her share of agony. First to resist Hitler in 1939, betrayed at Yalta, scarred by Katyn, and made a prisoner behind the Iron Curtain, yet always resisting. The Polish spirit cannot be extinguished, only hidden behind curtains that eventually tear. Solidarity, born in the shipyards of Gdańsk, was no mere union. It was the heartbeat of a nation asserting its moral sovereignty against the grey monotony of totalitarianism. Lech Wałęsa's pen was the inheritor of the sabers of Kościuszko and the defiance of Mickiewicz's verse. And how often has Poland been underestimated, dismissed as a tragic borderland, a buffer, a pawn, and yet she is none of these things. Poland is the bridge and the battleground, the line where tectonic plates of culture and power collide. To overlook her is to misread the map of Europe and to forget that history, like rivers, often flows through Warsaw before reaching the sea. Her people too are reminders of greatness misunderstood. Marie Curie, born Maria Skłodowska in Warsaw, split not only atoms, but the illusion that greatness must speak French. Copernicus, who turned the universe inside out, did so with roots in Torun's soil. Poland has never lacked in genius, only in those who see it. To grasp Poland is to enter a mosaic of defiance and grace, sorrow and splendor. She is Beethoven played with Slavic fire, a crucifix carried alongside a red banner, a poet in exile and a soldier in mud. Poland is not simply a country, she is a saga, a promise and a testament. And she is still writing. So let it be said with clarity and conviction. Poland is key to her own history because she has made history. She has shaped it with her blood, defended it with her spirit, and enriched it with her soul. And though others may try to cast her as a footnote, Poland, time and again, writes herself into the very prologue of every new chapter Europe dares to begin. Dziękuję. Like and subscribe, or you will vanish from history.